How many do we have? 9. We're still missing some.
All right, guys. We are live.
Technical
difficulties. It's all right. It happens. Michael had a screw loose. That's all it was.
Yep.
Not showing you're on. Oh, there we go.
Are we on?
We are on.
Reaction. Yep.
Number 9. Number 9.
That's how many screws you had loose?
Yes, number 9.
Yeah.
Number 9 was loose.
Okay, we are good to go.
Oh, sugar cookies, Katrina. I'm there. I like simple cookies. Awesome. Sugar cookies.
If anybody has peanut butter cookies, I'll take it.
Wow. Everybody got a sweet tooth today.
I in the fall, I get sweet tooth.
I get sweet tooth anytime.
Looking for
Are you one of these people that has to have everything pumpkin in the fall?
Oh, no. Although I do like pumpkin, I hate that everything becomes mandatory pumpkin like avocado. Like all of a sudden, every sandwich has avocado on it. Ugh. Okay, sorry.
I don't like avocados. I don't like guacamole.
I'm allergic to avocado.
Yes.
Ugh.
Okay. I see we're starting to get some questions. Okay.
Yep.
I did post your buy me a coffee link, and I think are we ready?
We are. They are listening to us, right? 5 by 5.
Okay. I'm sorry, I missed all that.
5 by 5?
You want to say 5 by 5? Go ahead and say it, Dennis.
Okay. Are you hearing us? Give us a 5 by 5.
I thought he was getting ready to say, "Are you ready to rumble?"
No.
Are you ready to rumble?
I'm in one ring. Oh boy, it's gonna be wacky Friday, isn't it?
You gotta project that.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead, Jay. Show them how it's done.
Yeah.
Are you ready to rumble? Pardon me while I pass that. Oh.
Yeah. Now spirit comes in.
We should
What
get
is
in
that
our
behind
corners
him?
and put our capes on or something.
I see you. I know. Love you.
Did he open a portal with that? I don't know.
Probably.
Okay. So where are we at today? What are we doing? How are we going? We just rolling with spirit? What's going on?
We are rolling.
You're always rolling with spirit.
Listen,
I did
sweetie,
have a dream about your staircase.
Did you?
Ooh.
Do tell.
I don't, except that it was glowing.
It was what?
It was glowing, like really bright white.
I can see that.
Shot face.
Right?
Right?
I think there's really something there for everyone in that. Just the thought of that. To me, there seems to be there's a divinity of something along that. I mean, I've picked up most of it, but there is just like I had said in the chat, there's a heart to this.
Yeah.
And every time I view this, it's this heart soul. It's a very opening energy. It's actually privately run, and they do have, you can go in and pay a donation. You can see it. I would love to do that, but there is something really, I don't know. It's almost like when you see something. I mean, like in my mind, I know what the chapel looks like all the way around. I know what the doors look like from the inside. There's just something about it. But hearing you saying that's glowing, that's pretty cool.
Do we know why it's called the Loretta Chapel? Like, is there a story behind that?
That I did not find. Take a letter, Loretta,
and send it to my wife.
Yes.
No, but isn't Loretta?
Listen, I just want to say Don Quixote.
Donkey.
You
just leave my donkey alone.
So did you know we pulled cards on you, Jay? You were Don Quixote?
I did see that. Yes, I watched the replay. Apparently, I didn't watch it far enough to realize we were going to be on at 2:00 today.
Well, apparently nobody did.
Apparently.
I don't like change. I don't like change. That's all I'm saying.
My whole family panicked and ran in and said, "Why aren't you working?" I said, "Because Michael said it wasn't time yet."
That's right.
I have to leave at an hour and 20 minutes. So that's all I got. So you guys will be happy after that. Silence.
Why I
Okay,
like you
well,
here.
I like to maybe
It's
some
like a
people
yes
may
on
have.
that. I like you.
Oh, you got a yes on silence?
I did. No, on liking you.
Oh, thank you. I'm
Well,
glad you had to ask your guides that you liked me. That's pretty nice.
there are some days.
Just
That's all I'm saying.
confirmation. Just confirmation.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Okay. Well,
Overall,
they're all like
As
thumbs up.
I
Good.
as I back away from the
yeah.
conversation.
Uh-oh.
It's all right. I can handle this.
Okay.
I'm not
Well,
afraid of women.
I guess I'll start. There's a couple of things that I had questions, but I want to see if we can make clear what the ego is. I think a lot of people, when you say watch your ego, ego step aside, you keep wondering what the heck is an ego. So I just want to clarify it, maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
We're a spiritual being called the soul. Okay, so we have an ethereal body, but every time we come reincarnate here, I guess to me, I believe it's probably the same ego that attaches to it. So
Mm-hmm.
record of all our past lives too. The soul is, as we spiritually grow right now, we are just the observers. It's the ego that tells us, oh, you got to eat, you got to sleep, you got to
Survival instinct.
survival instincts. Watch out for that ditch or whatever. The only thing is, they get attached to senses of touch, taste, greed, fear, worry. So now your soul, your ego got bigger, which if you continue to let your ego grow, you're edging, look at you, you're edging, it's called ego, edge God out. And you're only defending yourself. You're not connecting to the spiritual.
Right.
So the little ego is okay. I personally don't agree with an ego death. I do like that ego can step aside and let the spirit take care of things.
Right.
Because sometimes you do need that ego.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It keeps you
I
alive.
like to think that ego is up here, and what controls the entire body is down here. This is where your soul, your mind is, but your ego resides up here. It's analytical, it's logical.
It's logic.
It likes
but
to reason.
Well, I
But
mean,
down here is everything else.
ego can be illogical too, can it?
Right. I think
Yeah.
ego is more earthly, if you will.
yes, yes.
That's how I perceive it. Like, what's my hair look like, or I mean, the things that we can perceive,
Right.
even it can be attitude, it can be our own opinions, and that's what we try to set aside. As Nadia was saying, basically, I try there even things that I detest or totally reject. I have to put it aside in my heart and to not influence my rods or
Right.
me influence those.
Right.
I agree. I think it's something. There's actually a show within that also. Really, realistically.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
also
that's true.
your little ego, also touches senses of others. So
Yes.
if I want to feel good, so my ego is going to accept what you're portraying to me.
Mhm.
So if that's what I have to look, or that's what I have to go in the in crowd, because now my ego is starting to get bigger. How many people know egoic people that say, "Oh my God, you are the absolute best. You are so smart," and their ego starts to get.
Yeah.
Here's one example. I don't know if he's below me, but the ego starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Now you're not even looking at a soul. You're looking at your body. You're looking at your emotions, and you're looking at your thoughts.
Yeah. He's like, you sexy thing. Okay.
Okay, take my glasses off. I can't look at Dennis now.
Thank you.
Okay.
But,
I'd like to start off the questioning if you don't mind.
Okay.
let's go.
Let's get our cards, get our pendulum.
Yep.
This was an interesting question. I was speaking with someone, and we were having, theological good conversation, everything. So one of the things that we kind kind of came across is, okay, we're going to go to Adam and Eve, if you will. Okay. God supposedly took a rib from Adam to create Eve.
Right.
And God breathed life into Eve. It never says that, though, really. It alludes to it. What if, since God breathed into Adam, Adam had the essence of God within him? Did Adam breathe the life into Eve as almost a Sleeping Beauty type of thing? Is that where
there's Sleeping
this
Beauty.
parable, this story comes from? And I'm sure you can figure out who had that conversation with. HP, excuse me. And but it
Are you part of the 13 families, DHP?
Yes, but I mean, I got a yes on that, and I was because I kind of got locked in and hit on this, but I thought it was kind of fascinating that okay, let's maybe not look at Adam as like little God, but the essence of God,
Right.
And God breathed it into Adam. God, quote, created a partner for him. And could it have been that God said, Adam, you breathe my essence within her, something like that? Okay. So what do you think on your cards and your rods and your jazz hands?
Well, first of all, I think we should count Dennis's ribs to see if there is one missing.
Yeah, it was painful.
I think he has an extra.
Painful. They stuck the rib into her, took it out of me, and then gave me back a splice and put it in the back of my spine.
I was just painful. Sorry about the sneeze, DHP. I was just trying to cover for you.
Jay, what is the exact question you want to?
So is it true? Is it true that perhaps Adam breathed the life into Eve? Him having God's essence, having had life breath blown into him, if you will. Was it Adam that actually breathed the life into Eve with God's permission? And instead of God making Eve, did Adam actually have that? Maybe that's where that strong connection comes from.
Strong, yes.
Did we talk about this before, that Lilith was actually created at the same time of Adam?
We did.
And then that's probably why they decided to make the story of Adam losing a rib to make Eve submissive to him, like you came from me.
Yeah, I don't agree with the submissive aspect. But yes, I know what you're saying. That's how the story goes, if you will. But instead of God breathing life into, quote, Lilith, did Adam, because of what happened, God said, Adam, you breathe the life within. So what are you guys getting? Anybody?
I got a strong yes on that.
Ace of Pentacles, yes, absolutely. In one density or another, we have to remember that part.
What is that one?
It's this is density, but that's an ace. So yes, that's a strong yes.
Yeah, one timeline, yes.
The truth has been stolen from us. That's the thief, and that's hoodwinked. And the moon, of course, is illusion.
So was that a yes, that Adam?
That Adam is the one that
put the breath
life. Yeah, because he had the essence of the creator. So first recorded CPR.
Yes.
And Eve was very welcome. If we could ever find her.
Well, does that mean Dennis is going to breathe into the Sleeping Beauty once he finds her again?
Oh, Lord, no.
But this is where we were talking about it. This is almost like the Sleeping Beauty story. Mm-hmm. Adam breathes with a kiss. He revives Sleeping Beauty. Mm-hmm. I think there's some truth in a lot of these fairy tales and of lore. Yeah. I think there's a little bit of truth in everything, and it was a neat concept. I really enjoyed the dive on that. It was very good, but way outside the box of thinking.
Yeah. Curious though, I don't really remember. Did the prince, was he found worthy, or is it just true love? Is that what it represented?
I think they were. I can't remember. Geez. Okay, let's ask. Was what is the question? Was the prince, was it true love?
Was it true
Was
love or it was because he was worthy? I thought it was. I think it's
Prince
true
Prince
love.
Charming?
I think he was tired of having Adam ask where the car keys were.
I'm kind of getting both on that. Yes, true love, and yes, worthy. But when I'm asking about the actual saying of the word worthy, worth meaning each other, worthy of the love together.
I'm curious to know twin flame.
Excuse me.
I'm
I
sorry.
know.
I can't say now.
It's okay.
Well, I mean, in actuality, twin flame it's part of him. Yes, it would be considered the other half.
I'm going to put my ego aside. I'm going to ask.
Ooh, an ego.
Ego.
You know how I feel about this.
I'm putting my ego aside.
Let go my ego, Dennis.
That's right. Oh, I got to clean this.
I get nothing. I'm
Clean
sorry.
this off.
I'm getting nothing.
Okay.
Circle gets the square.
Well, that Ace of Cups represents emotional fulfillment. So that's love and emotion. So I get love, not necessarily worthiness.
Yeah.
So that's another characteristic that was from the divine supreme God. He had love, so
Lo-
that's why Adam had love, and so he gave
Pure
love.
love. Yeah.
It's unconditional love.
Yeah. Until a few minutes later, and she made him eat fruit. And then he said, like, and
Woman?
creator walks in and said, "Where you at, Adam?" And he goes, "That woman you gave me. She did it."
And yeah, you have to wonder. I mean, I think we've all done this. Oh my God, this is horrible. Taste it. You know, it's horrible, but yet you want me to suffer also. No, thank you.
Oh gosh.
I don't think we're going to be planting an apple orchard soon.
I don't know why. If somebody is concerned in my house, if something has gone bad or it's getting ready to turn, they always bring it to me. Smell this. And I'm like,
I'm the sleeper.
Is it just me? Or does this smell? Well, here, Grandma, smell.
ugh. I'm like, I don't want to smell. I have smelled
try
enough
it and
stuff in my life.
I'll try it and come back 24 hours later. All right. Are we done with this or do we got more on Adam and Eve?
That was cool.
I'm going to see how that circles with ego, but go ahead. Let's go. Who's next?
What are you talking about? It's all ego.
Well, is he going to tie all these questions together or not?
I will.
That's what I'm going to check.
Okay.
I will. And you're going to see.
I'll
it's
go
gonna
with
start
one.
Once upon a time.
Are you ready?
I'm going to lace it right in.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay.
Putting my
Did
seatbelt on.
the original Atlanteans come from Atlas in the Pleiades?
Oh.
Atlas.
Yes, there is a planet called Atlas in the Pleiades.
I'm getting a soft yes, a lot more to this,
Yeah.
but a definite yes. It almost feels like the language is wrong. Maybe Atlas and Atlanteans are our names for them. Do you know what I mean? These are our how we
our
identify.
names. Yeah.
So let me ask that way of.
Well, I also feel that it is the melting pot. They all come from everywhere.
Well, that's why I said the original Atlanteans.
And
the first ones to arrive.
Oh, wow. The first ones to
yes, and
talking like a Christopher Columbus thing now.
Density also parallel. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I think I would imagine that Dennis would be able to probably come up with the actual name, no pressure. I mean, seriously, I feel he would. I mean, he helped me with. I had some thoughts on Metatron's actual real name, how to actually pronounce it. and we worked through it. But I couldn't have done it without him. I think he just has that certain gift or tie that I necessarily don't. So no pressure.
I get a yes, but like I said, it was a Christopher Columbus kind of thing because before Atlantis was Lemuria. So are you thinking Atlas is Lemuria?
Well, see, this is the melting pot of so many different ones. That's
Yep.
what that tells us. It's just a bunch of them. Now, Atlantis, yes. Atlantis got moved. Okay. So this is judgment, being called to move somewhere. And I like the picture behind them because it looks like that circle of Atlantis, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
This is being removed and couldn't go back
Alright.
to Pleiades. Being left out in the cold. You can't come back.
Yeah.
So they became their own sovereign,
J.
I don't know, world, so to speak. Their own sovereign, did their own thing, so to speak. But I don't get that Palladians kicked them out of anger. I don't know.
Think of it like when the first pilgrims came to America. It was some kind of freedom that they were coming from.
Well, I pulled the chariot card, and that means to move quickly, strategically to overcome an issue. So I wonder if they were going through something.
Okay. I'm kind of getting that. This almost felt emergency. They didn't
Were they
have a choice, really.
overcrowded, or
I don't think they had a choice but to come into that melting pot. Is that?
Did Jen? Was there some kind of turmoil or battle going on, and they had to leave?
I'm wondering if there was some kind of
I'm
sickness.
kind of getting a.
But
No,
that
you
doesn't
don't
make sense because
necessarily
they're
need to do that.
healers. That doesn't make any sense. Let's see.
I'm wondering if that's why they were welcomed, because they were healers.
Yeah. Let's
It almost
see.
seems like they had to go or had to come. And speaking of ego played a big
Okay.
part.
Got the name.
Go ahead,
All
Steve.
Ahimos.
A what?
Ahimos. AHIMOZ.
I thought you were calling the hippos. I'm like, oh yeah.
No,
Ahimos.
the hippos are way too big for donkey. I'm sorry.
I'm backing in. I'm backing in. Ahimos is what the name of what?
Atlas is the Pleiadian. Well, the Pleiadian name for Atlas is Ahimos.
I got a yes to that. I got a yes to that confirmation. And I actually believe your pronunciation is very correct. You know, we're looking at it in English, but the actual pronunciation, even though you're saying it English, it seems like that's correct also. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Well, I am part Pleiadian, so yeah.
Well, this is interesting because that card came in. Not allowed to go back. This is to start family, start fresh, start something new, and the star card's in there, and that's balance. There's just that's why I wanted to know. I wonder if they was getting too crowded and they were going to start something expand. Does that make
Too
sense?
crowded where? In Pleiades?
In the
I know
Pleiades.
this is going to sound really, really out of the box. Okay.
no, good.
Did they leave like we're going to a new Gaia and Earth was their new Gaia?
Oh.
This
They left because they were at war
That's what I asked in the first place.
with the I think the Orion still.
Yeah, but
I think there's something to that, but it almost feels like their world was dying.
yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's,
Their Gaia was dying. I mean, regardless of the circumstances.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's why I keep getting sickness. If that it may not them being sick, but
no,
their
they had the
their
COVID.
world.
They had the COVID and then the wars
Oh, that's what it was. It was
and then the financial breakdown. So they came to New Gaia which was here.
and brought
They
it
didn't,
here.
they didn't have money. It didn't like money. They want no to money. But
Yeah, war was a big part of it, yes. But yeah, they needed a new fresh start, so that was the contract
Yeah.
that they made,
Yeah.
was to come here. This was the closest thing they could get to for emotional fulfillment, something very similar to where, because originally when they were here, it was very, very nice.
and then the Joneses came.
Well, the base card, and then this happened. That's
And
the
they told
tower.
two friends, and they told. Okay, so
And
another
then
question I
Baker
had
came.
was, did they lower their density or their dimension to live here?
I get a yes. I think they were fifth density there.
I
So
get
they
a
had
yes
to
to
lower
that
to
too.
3.
This feels sun. This feels new Earth. Like in other words, not new Earth, but the Gaia was very strong, and it kind of canceled out some of there. But the sun has something to do with it. This is almost like a Kryptonian type of story, like Superman. It really mimics it.
That's why I keep looking for my red cape.
No
Can't
capes.
find it anywhere.
There are no capes in Marvel, only DC.
I wonder, because of the war and the conflict, if they came here at a lower density to hide. Because this is thief, this is butting heads with other people and war. They lowered their density, they were able to stand up for themselves. Maybe they couldn't be seen.
Yeah.
Jen, I get a yes on that, but I'm going to add something to that.
Okay.
Does that almost feel self-imposed by them? Maybe not to show their true self or something, so that they weren't intimidating. I don't know how to explain it. It almost feels like they kind of restricted themselves. I think the environment did a little. Maybe that's over time, but it almost feels like they purposely did it. Maybe it is a step down.
They did, to start out fresh. That's a page, but then we have 5 of Cups. They lost a lot of their abilities after a
Okay.
certain period of time.
All right, maybe that's okay. That ties it in. Okay, that works. Yeah, I'm getting a yes on that. Okay.
So doing that, like Orion came, so many other off-worlders came.
You
Did
trying
all
to
of,
bring Beth
did
into this?
all of them lower their density or dimension to equal the field?
Yeah.
Watching you. Don't bring out Toth in this.
Well,
I was getting ready to, but
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that we've always been a 3D world. That's probably because the Matrix hasn't always been here. That wasn't brought in
7, 6.
right away. I don't believe.
But
What density would it have been when the Anunnaki were here?
were there people here? Was there anything here when the Anunnakis came?
Well, did the Anunnakis come before the Pleiadians or after?
Wow.
That drop took.
Nice question.
I'm getting after Pleiadians came.
So that's how they used them for enslavement.
Yes. And not only that, they also used the Neanderthal.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm getting a yes to Neanderthal. I think they called him Tony, like Daryl's Bigfoot. I think Neanderthal's Tony.
Yeah. Well, that's
You're
his other
getting a
brother,
yes.
Daryl.
If you're getting a yes on Tony.
I'm
But-
getting a yes on his other brother, Daryl.
Yeah, Jen got something on this. It's
Okay, post Palladian. Anunnakis came after. Yeah, because this is a Pleiades card. I mean, you can tell by the star, it's a star card. But the Anunnaki came afterwards because I'm looking for
Yep.
order here.
Okay, now can I ask, where is Lemurian in this picture?
I'm going to ask Jen to pull one more card on that.
Yeah.
Not from the bottom, just one more.
Okay.
Does that help any? You got to look from the outside in.
It's the world card.
Wow.
That means firm foundation, all
Okay.
elements.
Okay, yeah, okay. They're saying good, so at least it's understood.
Now we've got enslavement here. That means to get people to work and hoard gold.
Yes, that's what they do.
Women. Yeah.
And didn't we cover this? I think the actual true treasure was silver. Gold was one thing, but the true thing that they
Yeah,
were looking
well, precious metals in general, but
Okay,
yeah.
I think they said they needed it for their planet, that the atmosphere was dying without gold.
Lemuria was on the opposite side, I believe.
Yes.
opposite
Yeah,
side
because
of
Opposite side of the world. Of
yeah,
God.
we're talking what? Australia area off of the coast
We
of
are
Australia?
talking about Indian Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Atlantis would have been, I think, the mouth of the Mediterranean Sea.
so would
On
you
the
say that?
Atlantic side.
So would you say that Lemurians become the Aborigines?
And then eventually what we know is
Yeah.
Native Americans here because they're all.
Yes, all indigenous.
Well, what about like Hawaiians and Samoas and
Exactly.
all of Eskimos, if you want to
Because
call them?
all of the Pacific Islanders
Yeah.
all came from, I believe, Lemuria.
I was
And they
going to
just
say
expanded out to different areas in the Pacific.
the Lemurians are the slant eyes, and I mean that with respect. I mean any nationality that has a longer eye, whether it's Pacific Islander, Chinese, Japanese, that feels Lemurian to me. I think if you go up to Genghis Khan or Russia, maybe that was bred out at some point, but it feels
Yeah.
like one of the elongated eyes. I should have said slant eyes.
Well,
Well,
you have. Go ahead, Jen.
Genghis Khan was a redhead. Was he Anunnaki? Have we looked into that?
You mentioned that before.
Yeah.
I get a yes on that.
But I'm thinking you have the Siberians who also have the slanted eyes.
Mm.
Don't call me round eye. Don't mock me, round eye.
Well,
Big
look,
eye.
my eyes are slanted right now. Okay, does that make me Lemurian? I don't know.
Your head is
Makes you
slanted.
sleepy.
I gotta
Oh,
know
well,
on
you
that.
know.
Sorry, King. You're and I don't. What's your time? How's your time, Nadia? I'm sorry.
Well, I am going to leave. I got one more hour, and that's what I'm looking at the
Okay.
questions. But we got
Okay.
Jen's questions too.
Yeah.
I get a yes on all Asians were Lemurians in the past.
Or let's just.
Okay.
I think it's that eye seems to be a telltale sign.
Lemurians were more about nature and spirituality. Because
Right.
that's Lemurian. You
Yes.
almost they look like slanted eyes. They're very, I don't know.
Well, we picture them as cat-like people. Also, I mean that kind of makes
Like
sense.
Lyran?
Well, no, I meant just the face, like the. I don't know. That's how I envision them. I'm watching you. Okay, we're an hour late because of you. That's all I'm saying. I don't like change.
You have thrown his schedule off.
Oh, it's terrible.
Um.
And I've done my job.
Okay, then are we going to move on? Do we got Jen's got to put hers in?
I just want to I want to hear Jen's question so I can see Jay tie
How to
all of
infuriate Jay?
all
Yes.
these questions in.
All right. I've got 14 of them starred.
That's all. Okay. Well, no, your
Yeah.
question.
No, your question.
No, your question. Your
Oh, I
question
get my
first.
questions Wednesday.
No, he's going to tie him in.
Lord.
You don't have another
Oh,
question.
okay. All right. Well, I was talking about one of them.
Chicken.
If we have a new Gaia, do we have new other planets? Is everything gonna merge into one? Are we gonna, like, with the densities, if there's a million of us, God help us, but are we all gonna merge back into one Gaia, not multiverse?
There's even just one more of me. We're in trouble.
There seems to be a whole lot of densities associated with this, but I'm kind of, it's almost like I have a Yahtzee cup and they're rolling it out. In other words, we're mixing, it's going to all mix. So I'm assuming that
Wow.
maybe means that the one, but there is some separation, but it still feels like one. That makes sense.
Yeah, like I'm going to say the same as one solar system again, since I think because I believe you guys mentioned that the other planets also have a hollow or an inner
Yes.
or a middle.
We looked into it.
all
It's kind of
planets
like
have.
Gaia. In places, it's
Give me a-
solid, and then there's layers to others. So it's
Right.
like you can go down into some of it, like Shambhala. So,
I got a yes to that. Yes.
I mean, just imagine 1,000 or million more Michaels out there screaming, "Donkey!"
Have you seen my ass? I lost my ass. I thought you lost something else. No, found this.
It's behind you.
Oh,
And
gosh.
well, talking
Just
about,
a dragon.
don't
Just
go
a
that way.
dragon.
You unlock it, Jay. Go the other way.
No.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey, Jay. Come on.
The
There
other
you go.
thing that I had asked, well, I was talking about the third eye. Would it be a physical thing? Like, would you be able to see it? But I think we agreed that it's not really like you're going to have another eyeball here, like Cyclops. It's more of spiritual light,
Yeah.
like energy kind of
Yes,
thing.
yes, yes.
Yeah. I like we've always said that these are the deceivers, and we do start seeing with our eyes, with our
Yeah.
soul. with our
Spiritual
spirit.
eye.
Yes.
I think a
Yes.
spiritual eye. Okay, one quick question. There are people supposedly disappearing, but are we all supposed to go at one time, or are we all?
Are you
I did
saying
a
rapture or
I
ascension?
I
What
have
did you
never
say?
disappeared in my life.
I
I'm
did-
sorry.
I did a reading the other day for someone.
Disappeared.
This question came up, and I got that quite a few of the collective would go together,
That's what
but
I.
there would still be some that don't.
I get a yes. I get a yes on that. You're
So they
correct.
are already starting to disappear.
Separating the wheat from the tare.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think they're actually disappearing yet.
Okay,
So
there was.
or have they just gone dormant
How
and
about
like
phasing
somewhere?
out? Phasing
Okay.
out slowly, maybe.
Well, here's the thing. I sent you guys that video of the officer pulling over a young woman, and she asked for her license and registration.
Hmm.
And she turned to the side, and then when she went to turn back and said your registration expired, she was not in the car.
Yeah.
Now JoJo said she swore she heard the girl speak. Now is she just invisible but still physically there?
Maybe
Think
that's
back
what you're invited to
when
phase out.
I disappeared.
True.
It's same
hear
thing.
but not
You
see.
could not see me, but you could hear me.
Yes.
So
that-
it's the breaking up of the matrix, so to speak, that
Mhm.
our
Yes
true
on that.
selves, elements of ourselves, it's not going to be. I've told people that for a long time, that when you really start to ascend, you're not going to be able to see people.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think we'll be able to see them if I'm so blessed, but they won't be able to see those ascending. But
Right.
that doesn't. Like I don't know if your home's protected. They may be walking into your house and you're like, get out of my house, or you become like now a ghost to them if you can make something.
Well, I think it'd be kind of cool. They
I would
can't
think
see
so,
it, but
yeah.
they'd hear a voice, and I think they'd probably run.
I'd like that. I was hoping
I
that I could
can't
hear
wait
the
for that.
Yeah,
the click of the shotgun.
Can you imagine all of us having a show?
just
Yay,
sounds
here.
perfect.
Well,
That's
do
an
you remember me
international.
telling you back during COVID and all the lockdowns, if you did go out, the 6 feet apart, the masks, the whole thing, and I refused to do it. And so I put myself in a higher frequency. So when I walked in, no one could see me.
I tried that. I did that.
Yeah.
Well, but nobody. I was walking with someone who had the mask on, and she goes, "Nobody's even looking at you."
Nope, because they can't see you. Yeah, that's really cool.
I've heard that about you. Don't make eye contact. It's it's naughty. Don't make eye contact.
No,
There are no Jedis here. You do not see me. Move along.
You'll turn into stone. Don't look at her.
Pillar of salt. Don't look back.
I don't know. It's not the crazy eye thing. You know how you see people that have the crazy eyes, and you just know, don't make eye contact with them because they're coming right up and talking to me. You know, it's just don't make
You attract them, Rocco.
I do. It's, I always tell my wife, hey, I'm kind of like where the buses go. Okay. Like, always where the buses go, there's always crazy people. It's usually they end up downtown. But what I'm getting at is if a bus goes there, that one will find me.
And he's the announcer.
Yes.
He's a magnet. Now,
All right. Well, did you pull any cards, or we're good?
I think we need to tie all the
Okay,
questions together.
go ahead, Jay.
Okay.
And then go on with the questions in the chat.
He's
So
like,
tie
my
it
rod's just broke.
If I may tie this in together.
You want us to give you a little time and answer questions?
No. Just I think how this all ties together, just as we're going through a learning experience.
Okay.
And this ties together with perception. Everything we've talked about, everyone else seems in a different perspective or a different perception. And we bring it in to our own, and we kind of make it in our own, or we say, hey, is this true? And all that says to me is that, even with everything that they try and separate us with, we can always be brought back together just from one little detail, one little item, one little ounce of understanding. Now, I'm sorry. I think that's beautiful. If you don't like it, piss off.
Well,
How do you really feel?
my connection to all those questions was in every one of those.
Was what?
Dennis was in every one of those questions. He was Adam. He had an ego.
Dennis. Oh.
Yeah, I know, really.
He's kissing Sleeping Beauty.
Michael.
Donkey was there.
So I added them all together by deducting that Michael was in every one of our questions.
Okay, I'm curious. Was there one card that was uniform over the entire thing?
One
card that popped out in all the readings, or most?
The star
Ace.
card.
Star card?
The star
Yep.
card. Yeah.
Okay.
The star card.
We're stars. That's all there is to it. We're stars.
All right.
Luminous, shine your light. Okay.
I do
Okay.
want to talk about something, but maybe I'll wait till next week. It has something to do with that.
We'll let you host a round table.
Ooh.
Da, 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 da.
Okay, I will bring it up, and then I'll probably get into it a little more. There is a
Hey, little man.
hey, little man.
Oh, God.
And speaking of little man, who's getting heavier for mom.
He has big bright eyes.
So the thing I wanted to bring up is next month is a Hindu festival called Diwali.
Bless you.
Yeah, and the Diwali is actually the meaning of bringing light in from the darkness. So either going through your dark night of the soul and shining your light, or the darkness that we are going in our world right now and shining the light. So that's going to happen November 12th. And I think it's interesting that it will happen right after, if you do it in non-American way, where they put the day before the month, 9/11.
Wow.
There's something to it. Yeah, there's something to it.
Yeah.
You go outside.
It's a good thing, but there almost feels like somewhere out here there's something lurking that's dark. I don't know if it's tied to it, or maybe.
I'm hoping it'll break the light.
Well, maybe
light-
it's breaking the dark. I don't know, but the
Yes.
dark feels out here. But if I don't know, it feels looming. Maybe that's just how they are. They loom.
Well, I also feel that people are now waking up to they're bored of the war. They don't want to hear anymore. They're starting to look within.
It's
So
fair. It just turns them off. I've heard more people, just normal everyday people, not really spiritual, just say, "I'm tired of the warmongering." They're tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And there's not one. Okay, let me just say this outright. Okay, of the government's proposed to us a certain thing that went inside the body. Okay, and
Yeah.
what they were trying to do, that all the governments of the world unified. They said it was for your health. It was for everything. It was good. War's not for our health. Okay, for
No.
anyone's health. War, and that's just it. People cannot see the hypocrisy, regardless of what you think of what that solution was that they had mentioned. The bottom line is this: the solution is not government in that sense, and
Right.
because all what they want to do is point and blame, and it's always for their own purpose. It's the same side of the coin. It's just no one wants to pay attention to the edge that wraps it all together.
Yeah.
My 2 cents on that.
Well, a
But
lot
I
of people are waking up to mainstream media and their lies and propaganda and all that stuff. They're
so now
just
they're asking questions when it comes to trauma, war. People start to get more religious and back to God. So I
yeah.
wonder if that's where from the darkness to the light, and raising that light will hopefully reduce the problems that they're doing with the frequency, adjusting frequency to lower people's making them more angry, more depressed, and it's not their feeling. They're
Right.
feeling something that is not theirs.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in looking for more of this Diwali festival.
Okay. Yeah.
Sounds nice.
If you get something on that, send it to me, or I'll post it on my channel. We can all post it on the channel.
Yep.
I want to say that regardless of it, I think there are some things within there that are is for everybody. I mean, whether you look at it as understanding, whether you look at it as temperance, or whether you look at it as love, I just think there's a good experience within there for everyone.
Mm.
So
Okay.
All right.
let's go next. I'm ready.
All right.
Let's
Want to
Chat.
do chat questions?
Yes.
Yep.
All
I
righty.
think they've had enough of ours already.
All right. 16 of them.
Okay.
Okay. I'll
Wow.
do half of them.
Yeah. Thanks, DHP. He bought coffees. He said they're all in the chat. I said, okie dokie.
Mhm.
Was the team called the Sapphire Project successful in putting the electric universe theory to the test? And were they able to create a baby son, or was it all a lie? Was it a lie?
Okay. I don't even know what that is, but
Sapphire Project? I don't know what it is either,
I
but
don't
okay.
either. So are we asking if the Sapphire Project created a baby son? Is that the
Yeah. Were they
Okay.
successful putting the electric universe theory? Well, isn't that tied in with Tesla?
Yeah, I'm getting they were successful, but it feels that it's. I don't know if they actually created it. I think they started to create it. It's a yes, but I think maybe one of them got smart and said, "Hey, this is way out of our league," or something like that.
When was the Sapphire Project? Because I'm getting something
I
like
don't know what that is.
it probably is like the beginning of a hydrogen bomb, something hydrogen.
Well, that's just it. I mean, everything they do that they create for wonder, they try to
What was
make
that, Jen?
happen.
Wow.
We
What
get
They
was
were
that?
successful,
Yeah.
but they realized that's not good for us.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
They did make one.
Yeah.
They got really, really excited because they had accomplished it. That's a big win for them.
Was
But then they said that's going to off balance our planet. So they're like, nope, 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 nope. Well, duh.
yeah.
I
Can
mean,
you give me a yes or no on this? Did they? Okay, I know they went through with this in creating it, did it reach the full thing that they thought it would do? In other words, okay, they tested it. Something feels that was stopped. I don't know whether it was in the testing, but something feels like it was stopped. It feels like they did, and then in another aspect, I'm seeing chaos and destruction in another realm.
Oh, yeah.
That's
That's what I want to ask. Hey, DHP, do you know when this was,
Algorian honor. Okay.
when this Sapphire project happened?
I'm getting the same thing Jay did.
Did it go into a black hole? To get sucked into a black hole?
I'm getting a yes.
I'm getting a yes, and again, there's okay. It feels like okay, another realm, another density, but the fact that those two densities go hand in hand like ours in that one,
Another dimension.
I don't know, but they feel very connected, very tied together. I don't. Okay.
I'm curious to know if it was creator who put a stop to it
Oh, interesting.
and
I'm
moved
getting a
it.
yes. Strong
Moved
yes
it.
to
Wait,
that.
boom. Not even a question. Bang.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of like that Tower of Babel. You get so far, and then he shut it down real fast. Yeah, because this is spiritual in nature, because that's the Hierophant. And the Four of Cups is about
Okay.
they were so distracted, but they're not even aware their ego is so big because that's just arrogant wastefulness.
But there were some bad off-worlders who helped them.
This was. I'll tell you what. When this got shut down, I actually do believe I got a yes. This. I actually do believe that they know that was the hand of God. It was the only thing that shut that down, and they know it.
Well, it's
very
interesting that what was created has been moved to out of harm's way. Basically, it's not going to harm us because that's preserving life. Move out of troubled waters.
Mhm.
You'd be surprised how arrogant these people are because they're represented by the Chariot, and that's just willpower. I don't know. They may try to come back and do
Were
it
there
again.
some negative off-worlds that were helping the arrogant humans?
Yeah, they worked with somebody. This is a diplomatic, that's
Yeah,
King of
it's
Cups, very diplomatically done. So that's an agreement that they've made,
feels
governmental
very
wise.
few. Yeah, feels very few. But yeah, I agree. Why?
Yeah, that's working. That's not well aspected. So working together, but absolutely. But yeah, Wheel of Fortune, it got reversed in a heartbeat, and that whatever is sun ball that they created is now gone.
Be right
Different
back.
density.
Yeah. Yeah, it was literally like a hand of God moment. If you're saying it was shut down instantly, Jen, that thing wasn't able to be shut down instantly, and that was the hand of God moment. That's what it feels
Yeah.
like. Excuse me. Thank you.
Wow. That's crazy.
Next up, ready?
All
That was a cool
righty.
question.
Here
Cool
we
question.
go. I'm doing it by timestamp. DHP's got the next one. Then we've got Mary Jean's next. We are told nothing is faster than the speed of light. Has this theory been debunked and proven to be false? Another illusion, but is being kept from us. I heard recently studying
Great,
some
yes.
things that the speed of light is actually slower than you realize.
Yeah. We talked about even the speed of thought, and I get a yes on it that it's being kept from us.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine this could be so good, just like many things that they keep from us, the truth, the wonderful things of that could benefit the many.
Right.
Well, speed of light, it also deals with time.
Yeah.
And time is just a construct of what man is made of. So.
Yep, this is time, balancing time. That's your infinity sign.
Yep.
And this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
energy moving quickly. There's a lot more to it. It's not just light, it's energy force. So they're keeping stuff from us. It's not just
Yes.
about the speed. Yeah.
because it all holds power, and
Yeah.
you want to hold on to that.
So are you saying that could the speed of light actually be quicker than it is or slower than it
It
is?
doesn't just work by itself. It's just
Yeah.
a combination of
Okay.
energy and frequencies. I don't know
And
anything about
force.
physics, but
E equals MC squared.
Yeah. Well, they say that the closer you get to the speed of light, the more that mass expands.
yeah.
I think that's the theory. I don't believe that's true. It just how could something be moving so fast and all of a sudden it becomes
It's bigger.
denser and heavier and bigger?
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
buy that. That to
That's
me
true.
is wipe your ass bullshit. That's hey, let's tell them this.
Well, how does a black hole implode on itself? Where does it go?
Well, where did it come from?
Yeah.
Does it, or is the black hole really just a portal from one dimension to another?
True.
I mean, if you look at
Are we putting space garbage in there?
if it's energy,
Well,
can it just transform and do whatever it wants to be?
if we talk about multiverse, is it just a connector, like a worm? We've studied
Probably.
wormholes and portals and things like that. So they work the same.
Well, we will find out
But
because
we were
Yep.
told that nothing can survive a black hole. Is that a lie?
Oh, that's what they tell us.
I know.
What usually what they tell us is all been hogwash anyway. So
Well, what do
why
they
would
think we're
this
going
be
to
any
do?
different?
Are they going to think we're going to go hunt for one and go, "Ooh, let's poke our finger in it and see what happens"?
Meanwhile, back in Switzerland, and they got their little CERN project
I
going
know.
on.
Yeah. That's where Donkey went. He's in the black hole.
we'll see when he comes out.
Donkey!
Oh, gosh.
All right.
Faster than the speed of light. Okay.
Got to move faster than that. I got half an hour.
All right. Was the ship I caught today my star family? Are you hiking, Mary Jane? What are we doing? You caught it?
Is she fishing?
On camera, I'm assuming. All right. Mary Jean's out there with her thumb
I
up
am
in the
getting
air.
a
Hey,
yes.
family, come get me.
I am
Okay.
getting a yes.
Okay.
Yes. Check if it says Calgon on the side.
Calgon, take me away.
Yeah, in LEDs that scroll across the side of the
Wow.
ship. Yeah.
Yes, that's a huge yes, the sun. They just checking on you.
Yep.
Yep. Reach out and touch somebody. ET, phone home. Okay. That's definitely your family. Absolutely. They're just checking on you.
Gee, I wonder if my star family's in my room with me right now, and I just can't see them.
What,
I think
all
they try
8 of
staying
them?
away. I think they try staying away from you. He doesn't see us.
Can you imagine if he's got like 8 star families? That's one heck of a reunion.
I know, right?
All right.
Tell me about it. I wouldn't know who's who.
Oh, okay. Here we go. DHP. When there's thunder and lightning, is there any benefit when channeling some of that lightning into our bodies? I had no plan on it.
You
I'll
got to
say
hold
yes.
a metal rod.
Too much.
I've had lightning. I've gotten hit indirectly by lightning twice. It hit close by and ran through the ground and grounded in me. Thank goodness Gaia took the majority of the hit. Now
Wow.
that explains what's wrong with me.
Yes. And
Yeah.
You
that's
start
the
calling
story.
you Lightning Woman.
I agree with that. There is an expansive energy outside of it, but I was on a golf course one time and it hit very close overhead, and it was not just the hairs stood up on everything. It wasn't from fear; it was the electricity
Yeah.
that stood this up, and the partners, the 2 people that we got teamed up with, that son of a bitch never moved once from his putt. I give him a lot of credit. Stupid, but I give him a lot of credit.
He's on a mission. I guess it also can clean out your bowels.
Is there? It almost feels like there's a way to harness some of that energy. Very dangerous, but
Yeah.
within a
Uh-huh.
proximity, I I think if someone's of the right frequency, they may be able to harness it. It's like
Well, you better
anything.
know what you're doing, like a
Yeah,
Yes,
Tesla,
I mean,
yes, yes,
completely dangerous.
because if you
Big
do it
warning.
wrong,
yes.
that's deep anguish. If you do it
There,
wrong, it's deep anguish. But my Tesla magician card comes in here. If you know what you're doing, like his coiling system,
Yes.
absolutely you can harness it and use
There,
it for
I,
channeling.
I suddenly get
well,
the picture of Frankenstein.
the
He's
the
Uh-huh.
the,
alive. He's
Yeah.
alive.
Okay.
the harnessing to me almost it's really not physical. It's spiritual. But when I say that, I see Merlin. In other
Mm.
words, there's something to it, and it almost feels like it can be called upon once it's done.
I
There's a
believe
connection.
you can call upon it, but not many people want to call upon the
I,
lightning to
I
you.
agree. I
Right.
mean, a lot of
Unless
warnings associated with this, but
Well,
yeah,
when Tesla, because the magician card comes in, I just think of his coiling system, but that was also how he discovered 369. But and this is time travel as well. He was able to be in the past, present, and future all at the exact same time. I flip the deck over, and the high priestess comes in. You really
yep.
can see beyond your state that you're in at that point. You can see everything if you know how to harness it. Obviously, Tesla
well,
did.
yeah, and technically, it almost feels like lightning in itself is. I don't want to say a portal, but it's the energy of the portal, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Ramped up somehow,
It's
but it.
a very high frequency.
Mm-hmm.
It can open up a portal.
Well, have you ever been around lightning that struck so hard, so loud, it almost knocks your hearing out, and then it
Yeah,
rings for the longest time?
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
um,
frequency.
yeah. Our neighbor's basketball hoop got hit by lightning,
Yeah.
and I was in the house a good 60 feet away. We were, and I gotta tell you, I've never experienced so much energy in a weird sense. It wasn't like it didn't just shake the house; it shook everything, and it almost feels like, looking back on it now, knowing what I know, it almost feels like it shook the very core
Wow.
of stuff of life
Yeah.
almost. Yeah,
Okay.
it's the only way I can put it. Cool question.
All right. All right. We're going to jump to JoJo. She put it in the coffee, but it's also in the chat. So I'll bring it up for you
Yeah.
guys to read. And thanks for the coffees, darling. Uh, in the wee hours this morning, Nadia, me, and someone else was coming back. I'm reading it from the coffee page. I don't know if it's
Okay.
different. Else was coming back from doing something. What were we doing? FYI, we had to stop to get chili at Wendy's for Nadia on the way back. Well, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I'm getting a yes, and then a large, please.
Shark face.
Okay, so you want to know what you were doing. All right.
I know it made me hungry.
We made chili last night. Maybe that started it. Okay. Let's see.
Um,
What were you doing?
I'm feeling my heart, like just above my heart and eyes, whatever this is associated with. It doesn't feel like it's bad. It doesn't feel like it's good. Is this learning? Maybe
That's what I got. I'm just trying to figure out what they're learning.
Yeah, but it's not here. It is.
Practicing.
It's not even Atlantis. It's Atlantis Lemurian.
I get a no on that. Maybe
It is.
I can see how your perception is receiving that, though, but it wasn't. I think it's your
Well,
consciousness bringing that in.
you've got a
Yeah.
density change out here.
Okay.
Agreed.
You've got a density change out. That's like going in one door and coming out the other. You're trying to figure out where you're going to start with. That's a density change out. But I'm curious to know if you were being tested. That's standing up for
Yeah.
yourself to figure out how you're going to handle some adversity
Yeah,
there.
that's what the learning is coming from. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
To
Yes.
see if you would have that fearless action to go forward. I think you're being tested. Just see what you would do. How would you react? Now, you passed this test because you were determined to get through it. And that's the King
There's
of
the king.
Wands.
Yeah.
You did do this. Very
Agree.
successful. There's our Joe card. There's our Fool. You took that leap of faith and you got it done. You get her done. Absolutely. It was beautiful. So you were going through a test to figure out if you could withstand some trouble, and you did it.
Wow. And then we went to Wendy's.
And then you
Wow.
went to Wendy's to get chili.
Mhm.
And you celebrated.
We weren't like Marvels. We didn't go for shawarma. We went for chili.
Yeah. Joe's car needed some extra gas along the way.
Now I
What
flipped
about
a
my card?
card. You should get excited about that.
Jojo.
That
Jojo.
page of cups, it says get excited about it because this is all being marked down. This is memories. You're creating milestones for yourself.
Yeah. Memories right to a yes on that.
Yep.
It's coming up soon. It'll be used soon. I don't know what that means. Coming up to use it
Wow.
soon. Go from there. It's not for me. It's for
Let's
you.
just hope the chili doesn't come back up and get used again.
Yeah. Well, it's
That
recycling.
happened.
It might taste better the second time. We'll see.
All right. Here
I'm
we
just
go.
so glad the smell doesn't come through the wires in the internet.
Smell-o-vision.
Ooh.
Yeah, smell-o-vision.
Okay.
I'm cooking a
Caroline.
big pot of sauce and meatballs right now.
Gotta give
Ooh.
somebody an
Simmering all
idea of
day.
an
It's
invention.
simmering. It's been simmering about 9 hours now. Nice, slow all day.
Wow.
The house smells
Wow.
wonderful. Even my rod
All
said
right.
yes, it does.
Oh, okay. I
Told
had
you
a
like
bright
that.
light up in the sky past my window at 4 a.m. What was it? The moon? No, just kidding. Okay, let's go take a peek.
I'm getting like Apache, like a helicopter, silent running. Could that
Military's
be?
thick around here.
Yeah, well, military is all over the place right now.
Yeah.
It was something physical. The only thing I don't understand is it gives me a yes to it, but at the same time, it did it
Yes.
twice. It's slow. My rod slowly go like
I'm
this.
getting.
Is that
Drone.
No, was it a deception? Was it
or was it a drawing? Is that showing? I don't know what
It's
that
not
is.
negative.
Yeah,
No,
it
it's
wasn't
not negative.
negative.
It's not negative. This is military doing their job. That's a contract right now. This is judgment. They're picking people up that need to be picked up. It's not against you. They're still making sure that the population is safe.
Does that
Yeah,
mean that maybe it was galactic above it? Because
It could be a combination. It can be.
Could have been, but
that's why I'm
I'm
saying I was seeing
It
the
can
love.
be. If they're working together, yeah, wow.
They
Ace
are.
of Cups, yes, they're
Okay.
working together. But I think the off-world or the galactic side has a better way of finding out where they're at because they've got a great point of view. And
That's
then,
why I was worried about
Yeah.
because I saw the layer, but that's why I asked if it was deception or something.
yeah,
Because I
No,
saw
I think they're looking down on Gaia, so it's a little bit of both. They let our military know and they go in, but
Yeah.
I'm-
not
wanna
negative at
say-
all.
No,
Good.
but I do want to say that something with the light that we don't understand. Everything you're saying is true, but the obvious thing that we haven't talked about is the actual light itself. And I want to say that that light almost
I
kind
wonder
of,
if it has a healing aspect
well,
to it.
yeah, I was going to say it almost feels like it originates with her, with Caroline. It somehow whatever was there meshed with her, and
It
and
has
that's
good
right,
energy. This
right.
is beautiful.
Yeah,
It has
that's
good
I don't
energy.
understand it, but she participated in this somehow. Like it feels like the light, even though she saw it, it almost feels like it comes from
I
within her, and it's
I
joining.
get scanning with inside the house.
Okay, it's
Mm,
pretty cool.
Either it
It's
comes
unusual.
from inside the house or it comes into, but it's scanning the house.
wow.
I'm wondering if she was protecting herself, maybe.
Could
Yeah,
be.
I do see what you said, Jay,
Yeah.
that maybe her light.
Yeah, it feels protective. Like maybe that
I
was
wonder if they
her
picked up on
light of.
her good light and
Passed it by.
Okay,
yeah,
I
like
think I got it.
Yeah.
I think her light hid herself. It hid it her light
oh, it reflected
hid
off
her
of
from what,
okay.
yeah. Like the two lights canceled out. It hid her. I'm getting a yes on that. It feels like it was protection. No harm, but it was
Well,
this was like, yeah, protection
the
from her
Federation has
spirit.
the ability to do these maneuvers in the pitch black because they've got all that fancy stuff. So I would say that's true. Maybe her light bounced off, like it was her reflection. It bounced off whatever
Something, yeah.
vehicle.
Guys, I
Uh,
have to leave. I just got a phone
Okay.
call.
okay,
Okay,
go ahead.
honey.
Thank you,
Guys,
Nadia. Love you.
sorry. See you next
too.
week.
All right, honey.
Drive safe.
I would just say, Caroline, go back and play that within your head several
Mm,
times over the next couple of days, and try and figure out where the light was actually coming from in your mind's eye. I want to say that you'll see that your light joined their light, but my what they're kind of telling me is try and understand what happened, what led up, what you felt, what you smelled, what you experienced. I think you'll get a little more information on your own, just if you tear it apart honestly, if
mm.
that makes sense. Sorry, that's them talking to do that. I get a yes on it, but there's a message within there for her too. And I think it really is just trust yourself. Okay. That's all.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty. Let's see.
I don't know where you are on question wise. Do you want to kill the questions or?
I've still got 12 more to do.
Okay. Okay. If you're in there, Deborah or Mary Jean, could you put no more questions, please?
All righty. There are two ways to meditate for me. One to just be, being silent. The other to play, free in my mind, and go wild. Are both equally effective in the long run. If they work for you, everybody's different, darling. If they work for you,
Yeah.
I'll pull cards on it, but if it works and helps give you some peace of mind and balances you out, I say go for it.
Yep.
It
Everybody's
almost
different.
feels like there's a third way he meditates that he doesn't realize. Um, Semi-conscious, conscious. It doesn't feel like a
Lucid.
dream. It almost
Lucid.
lucid. Yeah, I guess lucid would describe that.
Yeah, the spirit doesn't want you to worry about this. Don't let it cause you
Yeah,
anxiety. You're doing
it's
great.
positive. Yeah, positive.
This just makes you an unstoppable force. It is working. Keep charging forward. And then I pulled the magician card. This is helping your ascension, your spirituality. So yeah, keep on doing it. All right.
Yeah, like she said, it's for you. Whatever works for you.
Right. All right. Here we go. I heard a theory and would like a confirmation. While in our 3D bodies, we never really move ever. We only have the illusion of movement. Is this correct? Like an avatar? Well, mine sure hurts though. Hmm.
Not
Yeah,
correct.
I'm getting a no on that.
Yeah, not correct. Yeah, this is man. This is. It almost feels like I'm seeing numbers calculating. It just feels like someone came up with the idea and they can prove it in math. There's no basis in the real world. Is that right?
It's funny that you said that. Well, I pulled an ace. Now this says yes, but not in this not
Yeah.
here. This is not true. It's somebody's got this in their head. That's their
Mhm.
idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah,
Don't
we're
even.
so
It
much
doesn't.
more. This is all
Yeah.
beyond the veil spirituality stuff. This is somebody's way of thinking of how to explain part of the matrix, so to speak, like the avatar stuff.
Oh wow, that just. I think you got it right on that one. You know what? Going back, sales pitch, trying to sell it to you. That's what it feels
Yeah.
like. Okay.
Hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deception. Yeah. Mm-mm.
All right. Bets. Are you done with that one, Rocco? Or you want to move on?
Yep. No, I'm good. I'm good.
I've been listening to a very in-depth story today. I would like clarification that the girl, Charlotte, in that story has made communication with me, talking through my tree. Ooh, I hear the Blackhawks above the house. They're busy. Okay. Charlotte in the story. Communication. Talking through your tree. Okay.
I'm
I
not
don't get.
getting it.
Yeah, I'm not getting the girl. I'm getting it's the tree.
Yeah.
Which
It's
is
really not
totally
the.
possible.
Yeah.
Actually,
It's-
through the tree.
I don't know. Okay, like when I'm sitting here, if you've ever yelled, if you've ever seen a hollow log and you've knocked on it, there's an echo. It almost feels like this is coming from below
No,
up.
it's the tree that's actually.
Doesn't feel bad. It feels good. But there's an echo within it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not Charlotte talking to the tree or
Yeah.
through the tree. It's the tree talking to you
It's a physical
directly.
tree.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank you, Spirit.
Is the tree feminine, Jenny? Is that
Yeah, I keep getting it's the fact that okay, we're dealing with it's funny. I pulled an actual tree. That's why I'm saying it's the tree.
Mhm.
It's the tree coming
How
through.
heavy is it? Oh,
Wow. They're doing this. It's based on timing. It's like they're pulling the tree is talking to you. They're pulling energy. Just the timing is right. I guess this tree is talking
yeah?
as you learn
She's
this story
associating
or
it with it.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that the story might have triggered a vibration in her for her to hear the tree, and she just associates the girl in the story with the tree.
Yeah.
I
Seven of
think that
Cups.
story, yeah. Okay.
What you think it is, it's not. That's an illusion. That's just causing you confusion. But the fact that I pulled the actual tree, always pay attention to
Mhm.
pictures and these cards. Yeah. That tree's trying to talk to you. Just talk back.
Oh, happy
feed me,
birthday.
feed me, feed me.
Okay. Let's see.
THP Junior.
Yeah, let's see.
There you
For those
go.
that can freeze, slow, reverse, or speed up time on command, are they good at it because they don't see time the same way we do to them as a game? Because it's irrelevant, I think. True spirituality is beyond space and time, so it's probably just something they've learned that you can manipulate it.
Or it
But let's
happens
see.
without them realizing it.
Yeah.
And it almost feels like perception within this plane, almost like they're bouncing between the two and the two portions, either density or something. But yet, there's
Dimension.
very few that can manipulate this. But I'm trying to see it through his eyes. It feels straddling, whether it's physical or two densities or something. It's straddling. Yes.
Okay. This is something they can manifest on their own. That's a great manifester. You talk about straddling. Look at these two cards. Yep.
Mhm.
That's finding
Yeah.
true balance.
Yeah.
But this card is heavy burden though, so it takes a lot to straddle that and balance it out. It's a lot. It's a lot of energy. Wow. Okay. But Hangman, yeah, it's like a reward to them. All right, Mary
I think it's something
Jane.
we can achieve. Yes. Also.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. I dreamed the other night I was in front of a stage of people channeling the archangels and doing light language with my hands. Is this what my future holds? Ooh. Okay.
I'm getting a yes.
Well, you're kind of already doing that now with your
Yeah.
channel.
It's just a small piece.
Yeah. There's more to it.
Yeah. It's a small piece of what she can do. In fact, I've even mentioned she's starting to get the sight. In other words, understanding the illusions, seeing the spirituality. Yeah, it's a first of many steps, really.
This is massive. Yes. Baby steps. That page of swords. This is strategy and planning. You're going to start out slow with possibly doing that, but it gets a lot bigger. This is you're going to take a leap of faith, start a new beginning, new process, and keep adding to it. You will be very successful. The world and star card. You'll be doing this here and off world.
Just
Yep.
don't back into that proverbial box that you were in.
Yeah.
Just keep moving one step ahead.
Wow. Base
You're
card
good.
on that's Two of Wands. That means move forward.
Where are they?
Going. Yep. All righty. Here we go. DHP. In ancient times, was Saturn also known as
Everyone's
Soul?
freezing.
Uh-oh.
Not me.
You were freezing.
I'm perfectly warm right now. I got my
Spanish.
Can you
blanket.
see me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You're freezing every once in
You're
a while.
frozen.
Yeah. You were all frozen to me. Okay.
What are we whispering? We have secrets.
I speak squirrel and Slytherin.
Squirrel.
Okay.
Squeak. Squeaker. Squeak.
That's what took the testicles.
Okay.
Took his nuts.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go.
In ancient times, Saturn, also known as Sol, Spanish for sun. If yes, is the essence spirit of Saturn being kept alive through the words of Sol, sun? Huh.
I get a soft
I'm
yes.
getting
A lot more.
Yeah, I'm getting a yes on that, but I disagree.
Was it known as Sol?
Essence doesn't seem to.
I'm arguing with my higher self.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, keeping alive. That's I think what's throwing me off also. Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting a no.
Okay. Is there it feels like there's pride and ego in this somehow, like let's say on Saturn quote, feels like I don't know, there's an essence of not being wanted to be forgotten. I don't know. It's really, this is weird. This is like off-worldy and I'm
Also
getting
spiritual.
maybe it's crossing a couple
I don't
timelines.
get that it's being kept alive. No,
Yeah,
that's
be
not
right back.
okay.
Is
This is
this equal?
more spiritual because High Priestess is in here. It still receives spiritual energy. It's not the sun's not what the words or whatever is not keeping it alive. There's more to it than that. The sun is a part of it now because the sun card does come into the reading, but this is a partnership. So there's something more. The energy of the sun, those words, but there's something missing. It's the spiritual side, I guess. Physical and spiritual.
Okay, do these two become one? In some kind of weird, not like physically, but maybe the vibrations become one, similar.
Interesting. Two major arcanas is justice and strength. I wonder if they help balance. This brings balance.
Okay, yeah.
Does that makes sense? They're
Yeah.
stronger and it balances it out.
Yes. Okay, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
Okay. All righty. Let's see. Got two more DHP, couple is a baby, and Deb. I think that's all the ones that I'd start.
Okay.
All right. Regarding the power behind hand gestures, was writing in script powerful and effective because writing in script felt like doing patterns with fingers and hand gestures? Well,
Let's say yes on that. Yeah, I'm getting a yes. It feels, I don't know. Is it? Yeah, it's a hard yes, but it's not spell, but I don't understand. They're showing me swirls and swirls, and is it? It's not a conjuring. It almost feels like a capturing, maybe, or pulling something in. It's weird. There's hooks, but they're not.
well, there's energy around this.
Yeah, this one's real hard for me to understand. It's not twisting, it's just churning. I'm wondering I don't know what that means to me. Maybe that means something to him. Blending, perhaps? Blending?
Coming together. Okay. Well. Okay. Well, this is an ace. That's yes. Now look at the picture, Rocco, because it's like blending and swirling. That's why I was going to go. Maybe he's onto something there.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't understand the patterns. I was trying to figure out what it meant for me to be able to say to him.
Symbolic. There's energy behind the shapes or something. Like when you do that. When they're written.
I agree. Yeah, I agree with that. Is there okay, let me ask this much, Jen.
Yeah.
Real quick, yes or no, is should he be trying some type of maybe automatic writing? Is that what this is leading to? I'm getting a yes, but or maybe he can read the shapes. I don't know. It's yes. There's more. That means they're
Curious to know if this is his hidden gift. That's Four of Swords. That could be a hidden gift that he contains.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's coming. I'm getting a yes and a yes. It's like keep going. Just keep doing what you're doing is all I can take from that. But it feels, there's a gift of some sort.
If he would pursue it, if he would be determined and nurture that ability, because that's the Empress, that means he would be very successful at it. This is actually one of his gifts. Four of Swords is about hidden talents and gifts, secrets. You just don't know it yet. That's probably why you have a desire to understand more about language.
My ears are both vibrating. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Is that understanding? Is that
well,
for him?
Star card, because that's opportunity. And if you can connect with that energy, that'd be great.
Opportunity tune, breaking down the words. I don't know. Something. Okay. Tune, maybe. I don't know.
Well, they said pull one more on the base. That's interesting. Three of Pentacles says you might consider working with other people that know how to do this, and it would it'd be the trigger for you. You'd be able to start doing it a lot easier.
Yeah.
It says you have a gift at it. Alrighty. Do the 4 seasons bring unique energies that can be channeled and used for spiritual growth? If so, this has been hidden from us, not surprised.
I get a yes.
Yeah, I would say so. Each season has something special. And I'm the type of person that I have to be in a region where I can experience all 4 seasons. I don't like hot weather or cold weather all year round.
Well, come on over to where we are.
Yeah.
It's
Very
mild.
neutral.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, then come on over if you agree.
Do you know how they say spring brings new life? There's like phrases. So if you think about it, I think you could put
April
a
showers
spiritual
bring
spin on that.
Mayflowers, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mayflowers bring pilgrims. Yeah.
The
Yes.
fall brings in harvest time. You need to have more gratitude, that kind of stuff. It's interesting. Wow.
So that, yeah.
Great balance in our energy. If we think about it, all 4 seasons, we'll bring them together and celebrate them. They help balance us out. A lot more spiritual.
Yeah.
We need to personally take a look at each season and what it means to us. Now, this is a personal thing, but reel in that energy for yourself. What does it mean for you?
Yeah, like meditation.
Yeah,
Personal.
because everybody's different. So make it your own. Like, what do you love about autumn? All right.
I never dated her for long.
Yeah, she was kind of homely.
Yeah, I was.
Oh
She was
my
always
goodness.
Always red faced too. You
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Okay. All right, this is a baby. What do we got here? Pull cards on a past life for you.
Which
You want
past
one-
life?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I could
it's
do
big.
this. I could do the
How about
disc life,
her immediate past life?
or I can do tarot that way. There's lots of different ways. I'll use the round past life disc, and if you don't want it, tell me in the chat, and I'll see what tarot says too. Let's see. Nadia says in the chat, spring showers bring more construction on the roads.
I'll take true past life oracles for 5.
There you go. Nice.
For
I have
200.
that deck.
That's a
Nice.
300. That's definitely a 300.
300.
Nadia's just mad about construction on the road. It's going to take longer to get to Wendy's to get her
What does
chili.
she just want to know what her past life was? What was she
It's all
doing?
it says. Pull cards on a past life.
All right. I'll pull on mine. You pull
Well,
on
just
yours.
pick one.
And Jay, you can stop pulling.
Pulling. No more pulling. It's funny. I have to pull up a electrical line that's buried.
Oh.
Yeah. It's shorted out last year, and I still have soft weather through Sunday to pull it.
Well, I do get mother.
Huh.
Mama.
What?
Ooh.
She was a mother. Let's see what else comes up. She was a Celtic mother.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yes, abundance.
You guys are freezing all over the place, honest to goodness.
I think it's just you.
Hmm. Hmm.
Something to do with her health, though.
Huh. Okay. That's sad. Okay.
What'd you get?
Okay. Well, our little wheel here tells us your identity. This is you as a child. Time frame is the Viking Age. So you were
Yep.
probably during like the Nordics, I guess.
Yep.
The lesson you had to learn was accountability. You died of a broken heart. Wow. Location is Western Europe.
Yeah.
The trauma that you suffered was slander. Wow. Okay. You practice the faith of pantheistic or animistic. Your love. Oh, you were in love with your slave or concubine. Wow. Okay.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Okay. Okay.
I'm not touching
Wow.
that one.
Ooh, yeah, easy as a baby. Wink, wink. Nod,
Okay.
nod.
The baby's busy. Okay. All right. That's the one I picked. It came out. So it's
That's
all right.
basically what I got up to a point.
Well, I'll do for her next one. She
I enjoyed that
said,
though.
yeah, with
Yeah.
my husband in a past life with me. I'll pull a yes or no on that one. Wow.
I get yes, but not in this latest. It's like 2 or 3 back.
Yeah, I get a yes. I don't actually think he was her husband though.
Father.
Maybe one way back, but yeah, not. I don't think he's getting. I don't think he was actually the
Let's
husband
see
in
what
this.
the pendulum says.
At one point, yes, but most of them no.
Huh. They're giving me two different ones. All right. That's weird. I always think this is creepy, but okay. Whatever. Okay. Yes, he was your husband in one, but I'm picking up a father to you in a different one.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, King of Swords. He absolutely that's a leader, father figure, and of course that is too, definitely. Six of Swords. He was a great protector for you, brought great balance for you. But it split the deck because I had two fly out, and I'm like, what does that mean? But that's husband, the lover's card. Yes, he was your husband. Very secure, happy marriage. So you just decided to do it again. Okay. All right. So yeah. He was with you, but he was also your husband. Okay. And I believe this is the final question. This is Miss Deb.
Nope,
My
not the
pop
final one.
is not okay. I'll go back and look. My poppy got lifted out of his recliner by lightning strike that came in through the TV. Did that have any effect on him dying early with a coronary heart attack later on in life? Well, if he passed later on in life, I wonder if it helped. You never know.
Yeah,
All right, let's see.
I want to say there was an effect. Yeah, there was an effect. Minimal. Okay, it might sound odd.
It
I
may have
get the
briefly changed
coronary
an
heart
arrhythmia.
attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there feels like okay. It feels like I think the original thing. It almost feels like wherever it went through him or affected him, it almost feels like that there's a piece of the heart that gets tough. It's not working properly. It
Right.
feels firm.
Hmm.
It's not as flexible.
There's an injury in the heart. That's exactly
Yeah.
what that card is. This contributed to him feeling tired all the time because it wasn't
Left
getting
ventricle.
full use.
Yeah. It feels like there was a spot, but it was like oddly shaped.
It's almost like
And
scar tissue.
that was actually that was the if it had all been solid, it would have affected him way sooner. So in many
Yeah.
instances, is how that like hardening or scarring formed was kept him alive a little longer. Believe it or not.
Yeah, but he was always worried about it. He wasn't sure. Yeah.
Uh, you know what else too? I want to say. I keep seeing tears, and what that tells me is leaking. In other words, maybe one of the valves didn't close properly either.
Mm.
That's the leaking. That's the tears.
Yeah. Pendulum says
Nothing
left ventricle.
major,
Mm.
but it affected it later in life. Also,
Yeah.
as a young person, you wouldn't. It was so minute or so that it was associated with that scarring. That's all I got.
It's interesting because you said he was in his chair. Well, this is the Hermit Creator card for me, and this person sitting in a chair. He was the creator that kept him alive and made sure that everything. It didn't take him too soon because his contract wasn't up yet. So the creator had his full hand on that. All right. Yeah, I get that he was really, really tired. Okay.
Look at 3:04 your time on the baby.
4. Where did we go here? Let's see. 3:04. This one?
Yep.
Okay. Will my star families make contact with me someday? Someday.
Yeah.
I'm getting a yes.
Yeah, I get a yes. This feels in the future. This would actually, I don't know. It's crossing again. Does this mean maybe she's already met it in one timeline, and in this timeline, it'll come? Not yet, but it's met in whatever's parallel or density, what's close to us. Okay. Keeps.
Yeah, you've got a little bit of a wait, but you will do this. It's interesting. The star card is the one that flew out. So they're like, yes, 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 yes. They are watching you get through your spirituality with that Hierophant. I love it though. 4 of Wands is togetherness. You will be together again. The Wheel of Fortune. This is about changing direction. I guess they're just waiting for our, 3D world to change before that really takes place. It's going to have to advance. Like those doors are going to have to keep opening up a little bit more before they really start to show themselves. So just be a little more patient.
Yeah, it when you just said that, Jen, it almost feels like it sounds odd, but they're almost waiting on her. I don't. They're waiting on her for something. I'm getting a yes to that. There's more to it, but I don't know. My chest. I don't know. It's not guilt. It's not.
I wonder if it's just her level of spirituality. Because
Maybe
that's what it says that they're watching
maybe
her
that's
do.
because I feel
It's
I
a
see with
vibrational
my
thing.
heart.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I'll say I see with my heart. That's how I see energy. Maybe they're just waiting for her to understand and
Get it
grasp
to a
something
different
like that.
level.
Yeah. Yeah, to see it for what it is. I'm just shooting on that. Sorry, Zababy.
Yeah, so
I mean, it's
probably just
positive. Positive, yeah.
so the more you grow with your spirituality, they'll be more drawn to that energy, and then you'll probably feel a little more comfortable when they do appear, when you won't freak out. Yeah, I pulled one more with the hangman. You're just in limbo, but this is about enlightenment. Work on that a little bit more, get comfortable with the idea of connecting with them, and then it'll happen. Okay. All righty.
314's a baby again.
Is that it?
Nope.
314. Here we go. We live 5 miles from a nuclear plant. Do you see anything bad happening with that nuclear plant? Well,
Shut down.
Yeah. I get a yes to
Pulling
it. It
switch.
doesn't feel horrible. Yeah, I get a yes. Bad. That's broad. This doesn't feel catastrophic. This doesn't feel. Oh my God, we got to get up and move.
No.
Is it cautionary? Maybe.
Yeah, I'm getting precaution.
Yeah.
It's like they see minor cracks happening.
Yeah. What are you getting, Jen? I'm getting a swirl.
interesting. Well, the King of Cups comes in here, so I think they're working on. They may have to set certain boundaries. I'm getting boundaries. But the Tower card comes in, and that's transitioning. Are they changing something or upgrading something about it?
Yeah, it's not like Tower as in doom and gloom.
No.
Correct?
No.
Yeah,
It's
No,
a
it was
change.
great changes. They're
Okay.
making changes to it. Make it more
Making
secure.
it safer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Renovating.
The worst that's going to happen, nothing major, because it says don't worry about it. Don't let it cause you anxiety.
Right.
Some people may be taken from their homes while they make repairs or something, but nothing catastrophic, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I don't think she likes the idea of her personally. She doesn't like the idea of being that close to it either. That would be like me. I don't like power lines overhead
Yeah.
of my house. So this also feels very personal to her. Like a dislike that it's there. Not maybe dislike strong. It's just like I said, caution. It's a personal thing she really doesn't care for. I don't know how else to say it.
Well, I'm curious to know because I flipped the deck, a page of pentacles. Are you trying to manifest moving, making a move? Like you're looking for an opportunity to move?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, just yeah.
There's lots of fives in this reading, and fives are short-lived. So if there was an issue, it's not going to last very long. It's not catastrophic.
No.
People may have to, leave town or get so far out.
Right. And maybe the lesson here is to maybe if this isn't better and catastrophic, maybe she needs to find the comfort in the benefit of what she actually has, regardless of where it's at. Maybe there's a the grass isn't always greener. Maybe it's like, hey, this is pretty good instead. I don't
Look
know.
at the
Just
positive things in your area. Don't just focus on that nuclear plant.
right, because that actually feels very non-burdensome. It feels good.
Right.
Not this nuclear plant. It almost feels like you're on a microscope, and yet everything
Yeah.
else is better. I don't know.
I'm not getting anything. People just hear nuclear plant and they freak out, but I don't
Yeah.
feel any negative energy at all. I see normal everyday repairs where they might have to put a
Mhm.
boundary. Is why that King of Cups came in. It's to set a certain boundary. But
Right.
other than that, I don't get anything negative at all.
I almost bought a house near a cemetery. Quite frankly, the best neighbors you ever have. You see the positive?
Exactly.
They're very quiet,
they
aren't
don't-
they?
Yeah, they don't bitch. They're always quiet.
No
You know, they
parties.
just stand there and look at me, but that's okay. They don't say anything.
But
It's
the
win-win.
only problem is they don't have any barbecues going on for the neighborhood,
True,
you know.
true. They don't bring anything to the table.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, they're not very good at potluck dinners. Okay.
Yeah. And
Russ has one question, 2 down, or from that
Okay.
one.
Let's see. This one? Could you please do a reading on the abilities of our celestial quantum healing pods?
No, that's not it.
That's
2
not
down
it?
from the baby.
that's nothing.
Hold on. That was too well. That was
It was like 315, somewhere around in there.
well. Hold on.
Well, dang, I must have passed it.
I've got. Oh, this is the one I've got. That's 2 after the baby because Nightbot's after the baby of the nuclear plant, and then Russ had this one.
Russ, yeah. Okay. And he's got it in there twice.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we only have to answer it once.
He's
That's all right.
saying
Nope.
that was the question. Okay,
Do
well
what?
he says that's the question.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm out on that question, but listen, guys, I gotta go. I have to go check on my sauce and
Okay.
turn it off and everything. But anyway, great show. Thank you.
Yeah. Good.
That
Send
was
some over
wonderful.
to us.
Wish Nadia could have stayed the whole time.
Yeah.
Huh?
And the
We-
sausage
Listen,
goes
hey.
great with the meatballs that I've got. So
We want sauce and
From
meatball.
yesterday, I don't know if you noticed, but my balls do travel.
yeah, I know.
I'm
in between the knuckles on your hands.
Yes. All right,
Now
love
they're
you.
in the sauce. Okay.
So, I hope that sticks.
Cool.
Bye.
All right. Love
Bye.
you. Bye
Love
bye.
you.
Low beer.
All right. Okay. Reading
It's
on the
just the
abilities.
2 of us.
Celestial quantum healing pods. Okay. So just a basic reading. Okay.
When's a celestial quantum healing pod? Are we talking med beds?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see.
Which pods?
Well, I guess we're just
There's
gonna
like
do it.
about 3 or 4 of them, I think.
Yeah, that would have to be a very specific question.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm just going to do a basic reading.
Just on the
See
med
what
bed
it
alone.
tells me. Wow. It's coming very quickly. We do
Yeah.
have timing. This is 3 of Wands is looking out into the future. Okay. Queen of Wands, you can trust the information that you're going to be told, and that's Mr. T, because that's the Emperor. That's working with the Galactic Federation. We are going to move forward into a whole new world of this. Okay. It is happening. 8 of Cups. I love that because that means no more big pharma.
On the abilities, I get scanning or diagnostics on it first and then healing.
Yeah, this is diagnostic. So you'll go in and get scanned, and they'll take a look at what your DNA is. Wow. And then they'll go in and balance out.
Your chakras.
Yeah. A lot of this is energy based.
Yep.
Absolute energy based. But then I also pull 5 of Wands. So if you have a medical condition, it will correct that as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Ace of Swords is energy based to help balance out chakras with that Justice card. So it's going to do spiritual cleanup as well.
All right.
Ace of Wands is definitely cleaning up anything that you may be fighting, disease, anything that's clashing with your DNA. Clear up
Autism.
that.
Autism will be cured.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Wow. Well, that's really good because the chariot is overcoming any adversity. Can you imagine?
I'm getting a lot of the mental
Mm.
fact
Mental,
problems.
yeah, like
Will
if
be
there's
corrected.
mental illness or like chemical imbalances and things
Right.
like that, that will be solved. Um, so
Bones.
interesting. He says celestial pods are different from regenerative, holographic, or crystalline beds. Well,
Yes.
we just focus on the celestial pod, and that's what this tells me. But this talks about a lot about chakras and energy. So that's what I picked up with that one.
Yep.
Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, because I think that has more to do with frequency, according to the cards. All right.
Frequency and sound frequency.
Yeah, not that they don't all have some of that in them, but that's what Spirit says in the cards.
Yeah, that
So
should be it.
that'll be it.
You don't have
All right.
anything in your coffee page.
Let me redo it here. Refresh.
I have nothing in mind, so we're good there. All right.
Nope, we're all good.
All righty.
We're all good. It was a good show. I'll do the oracles and what do you got planned this weekend? You gonna do a show?
I think I'm going to take tomorrow off and then
Okay.
come on Sunday afternoon.
I will do my best because it's trick or treat for the littles tomorrow. And then Sunday is Harley's birthday. So
story time with
we
the
could do that. So
with
we're
the
gonna
Carrera.
we're doing a birthday party. And then we were invited to another trunk or treat little thing that the kids can do. So it's going to be a busy weekend. Mimi has to bake a cake.
Yeah, I don't
use
do
all my hot
Halloween.
air to blow up balloons.
I don't do Halloween.
Yeah, well, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay here, but I think Kayla's going to take the littles to just a small little park or something. I don't know. They do this little trunk or treat thing. Not that door-to-door stuff anymore. It's just not very popular. But this is farm country. It's kind of, you drive 2 miles and then you find the next house. So,
Yeah.
all right. All right. Let's do your oracles, guys. Let's see what we got. Angel of Abundance. Okay. Unlimited ideas. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is to take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. Okay. Who's our archangel today? Who do we got? Oh, pretty. Archangel Hope. Archangel Hope. Look for a cosmic gift. Remember, you deserve it. Well, I think a lot of people are coming into gifts. All right. This is a promise of a reward or gift from the universe. This may be something tangible or the easing of a situation of new friendship, love, or success. It can come in the form of an unexpected opportunity or something your heart has long desired. Archangel Hope is bringing forward the fresh and unexpected for you. All righty. Sacred Forest. Today we have Ancient Oak Spirit of Strength. Strong like an oak tree. You are wise and strong beyond measure. Stand firm and rooted where you are. Speak your truth. You are intuitively guided in the right direction. All right. Got a lot of trees today. White Light Oracle. Divarapatra. Okay. That's pretty. All right. Out of confusion, a clear and progressive pathway is opening up for you. It is an auspicious time to give generously of yourself to others, enriching the quality of your connections, expressing spiritual blessings of goodwill and encouragement from your heart. A powerful blessing is entering your world. A prayer is now being answered in a beautiful way. Spirit gives freely and generously of all good things, and the task of humanity is to learn how to receive them. The key to receiving is an open, surrendered, generous, and trusting heart. Wow, all these are saying universe is going to give us presents, gifts. All right, when we give our gratitude. Here's your chakras. Today we
That's
have.
good because I've been missing mine.
Oh, you missing them? They're out there with Donkey. All right, let's see. First one we have today, the heart chakra of wisdom. All right. This is the earth green, which brings wisdom, patience, and acceptance. Sage is perfect when you need to prove nothing, when you choose simply to be wise. There's an ability here to bring serenity to any situation, and indeed, it may be needed. All right. Root chakra of acceptance. All right. Innocence and an ability to see one's gifts are indicated, as well as the projection of spirit guides. Good luck and an increase in self esteem and confidence. All right. Your last one is a neutral color of impartiality. Okay. And this is not a time to personally shine, but to allow others to come forth with their gifts. You may find yourself in the role of neutral advisor. Hold the space for others to find their own answers. Advice may not be well received, so be unbiased now. All right, so we'll be neutral. All right. That's all I'm gonna do today, guys. I did the main ones. Okay. That way we can let you go. Right. Thank you, Michael. It was fun.
Yes, it was.
And then we'll see you. I will do my best to meet your show on Sunday. If you don't see me, I'll see you Monday.
No worries. Maybe
All
you'll
right.
see me Monday. I'll try and stay up.
Don't if you need to nappy. It's okay. I'll listen for you outside the window.
Do we have a topic for roundtable next week?
I don't think we've come up with one. Maybe we'll talk this weekend sometime and we'll just
Okay.
throw a couple ideas around.
Sounds groovy.
All right, darling. All right. I love you.
Love you too. Love and light to
Everybody.
all.
All right, guys. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye bye.